What's good, everybody? We're live right here at the Mic Drop Barbecue. Do me a favor and let me know if this microphone's coming in good, because if it's not coming in good, you know how I do. I'm gonna back out and I'm coming back in. But today, it's New Year's Eve, 2:30 p.m. I got a ride coming up in about 3 hours, so I'm gonna do a real quick 1 hour, 2 hour live stream before I start getting ready. And the people don't live too far, so I gotta go pick them up. But I just came back off of a Jeep ride. You know, I was cruising around, the Jeep top off. It was feeling good and everything. Let me jump over to Facebook, make sure I got my live stream public over there, because I know a lot of times on Facebook, it won't pull up public. See, it's locked right now. Let me go in here and make it public. Hold up for a second. There we go. Now we're public. What's up, everybody on Facebook? I hope you guys are doing well. I was out there. Hey, Miss Chris D, what's good? What's good? Black Wolf, my brother. NGB beat you, man. NGB came in at the top of the list. What up, Sergio? Hey, man, how did it go last night? Let me know, man. How did that ride go last night? This is what we were doing. So I show up to pick up my private client last night from a concert. You know, DJ Brandon White, everybody out there knows DJ Brandon. That's my man right there. But he usually out there doing all of the, he usually plays the music. So he's usually out there doing all the music. But last night, he got a chance to party with everybody. So I dropped him in his party off. Sergio, he was chilling. I pull up to pick my people up. Sergio's chilling a lot. He says, man, I just came out here to get some rides, man. That's it. I just came to pick up some rides so we can get this money. So I'm sitting there chatting with him by the truck. And I see these two girls. And they're like hanging in this car. And they're like trying to talk and negotiate with this guy in the car. And I was like, hey, bro, grab them girls, man. I said, that's your rides right there. Grab them girls. And he turned around. He was like, who, those girls? Oh, don't worry about my Facebook. I don't put people on my Facebook. It's only 630 people. I don't do Facebook that much. I'm on YouTube because YouTube pays me. So the girls were over there hanging in the thing. And they were like, I said, dude, grab them before this guy tries to give them a better ride. So he turns around. He says, hey, how you guys doing this? And he's chatting with him, talking to him. And you can see they're on their phone. They're, you know, they have an issue and a problem. And I'm noticing what's going on. I'm like, these girls, they don't just trust some dude walking up saying, hey, man, I'm going to give you a ride. They don't. So I whip my truck around. I'll pull up next to him. I'm like, hey, man, how's it going, brother? I said, hey, y'all girls, this is a great guy right here. This guy, I said, you know, he's chilling it. So, of course, the girls now recognize that him and I know each other. And they see my truck. I got my, ride service stuff all over my truck. And I said, and I asked him right when he was standing next to me in a truck with the girl. I said, hey, where'd you park anyways? He was like, I'm just right here in the red Lexus. I'm just sitting right here in the red. I said, all right, bet. I said, man, hey, you know what? I said, dude, get these rides on here because there's going to be some good money. People going to have a hard time finding a ride. As soon as I started saying that and him and I are having a conversation through the window, the girls booked with him instantly. They knew what I was talking about. So they hurry up. They locked in a ride with him. He didn't have a ride, but I saw that he needed that assurity. Them girls needed that assurity that this wasn't just some random guy. He was linked and connected to other drivers. And once he saw us talking and chatting and everything, they walk over to his truck. They get in his truck. They booked the ride. Bam. That quick. Because I told him, I said, those are your clients right there. I said, them girls, those are your girls right there, dude. We got to get them. He says, what girl? I said, the girl's right there standing next to that car. I said, they're looking for a ride. And he was like, okay. I said, just go talk to him. So he turned around. He started chatting with him. The girls was unsure. So that's when I knew I had to step in. So I whipped my big ass truck around. And you got to help people out sometimes. Just let riders know you can be sure in this guy. This guy's connected. He's not some random guy here trying to do something to you. So once the girls realized that he was connected to another black SUV driver and we're chatting and talking, and I said, hey, where'd you park? And he was like, just right there. I said, cool. The girls locked the deal in. Next thing you know, they're climbing in his truck and he's headed out the parking lot with him. I was like, that's how we make money, man. He didn't even have a ride set up. He didn't even have nothing set up. But I'm like, we will get you a ride. Don't trip. He said, I came out here just trying to get something. I said, we're going to get you a ride. I said, them two girls right there, that's your ride right there. That's your ride. And he was like, who? I said, them two girls right there, they're looking for a ride, man. And that's how we help each other out. You know what I'm saying? That's how we help each other out. So hopefully, I don't know how much money he made. I just knew he was negotiating a deal. They trusted him. They got in his truck. Bam. Locked the deal in. Man, and I love that, man. I love that because he came out there to make money. So I'm glad, he got the ride he needed. I'm glad he got the ride. And I hope it was a really lucrative ride. But that's how we help each other out. New Year's tonight, we got the same deal. We got Penn State, Boise State playing right now out in Glendale. A lot of people doing private rides back and forth. Then tonight I've got my 5:30. I got to get out to the stadium. But while I'm out there, I'm going to try to lock in some other rides because the stadium, the event's not over till 3 a.m. The stadium's right up the highway. So if I can drop my people off at the stadium, shoot up the highway, grab people from the game, do a lot of short rides. I don't want to go more than 5-10 miles. I don't want to come all the way back. So if I could do some 5 or 10 mile quick hops, Excel rides, black SUV, I'm going to do that, man. That's what I'm trying to do. This is 100% AR in 2025. Hey, the only AR I want 100% of is my private clients. I want a private client. I want 100% conversion rate. That's my AR. I want 100% conversion acceptance rate. I want 100% of my clients to accept me when I try to convert them. That's the only AR I want. Man, so you need to come to Orlando and see what's going on over here. Man, I don't know what's going on in Orlando. I know my son, he's down in Port St. Lucie. So one day when I fly down there, I'll probably take an Uber or something like that. I'll probably hit somebody up on Uber and Lyft. But when they come pick me up, I'm going to cancel the ride. I'm going to cancel on their ass. They're going to be like, dude, why you cancel? I'm like, dude, you know how much I paid for this fucking ride? I'm going to give it to you. Man, that's what's up, man. Young boy, my brother. Oh, Mikey, we going to be all right out here today, man. Hopefully people are out there making money. So I got 2 rides locked in for tonight. To and from the festival. We got to be comfortable communicating with our passengers and passing our business cards. 300. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Because with the big stuff, we got a lot going on for New Year's here. Like I said, we got the real big festival going on. And then we got to turn around and got the game, the bowl game going on right now. Then it's New Year's Eve on top of that. I mean, this is 3 major things going down right now in Arizona. Bowl game, huge music festival, plus New Year's Eve. This is about to happen, man. This is about to happen. 100% private. Look at Gary said, I'll pick you up. All right, man. When I touch down at Port St. Lucie, I don't even know what airport I got to fly to get to Port St. Lucie. I don't even know. I think Fort Lauderdale. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I want to go down there and visit him one day, hang out with him, see what Florida's all about. But I'm definitely going to hit up one of the team. I'm like, hey, man, I'm not giving my money to these apps. Y'all going to have to come pick me up. Whatever the app is charging me, I'm paying it to you. 100%. You ain't got to negotiate shit with me. If the app's saying 100, you're going to get 100. That's just what it is. It ain't no, well, man, can you do it for like 40? Nah, fuck that. Are you in Fort Lauderdale? Okay. Because I don't know what airport I have to fly into in order to get to Port St. Lucie. But whatever the deal is, hey, whoever comes gets me, hey, you know me. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not gonna come in and ask for no discount, no cheap rides. No. You're gonna be paid well for your time. You grab me, I'm paying you as if I'm a paying customer, paying an app. I'm not looking for no deals and no discounts. No. If you got the opportunity cost of picking me up, I'm gonna make sure it's worth your time. That's how I roll. Everybody we deal with out here in Arizona, all the 300, we're like that. We take care of each other. We don't ask for discounts and deals. No, we take care of each other because we view this as I'm supporting you in your life. I'm helping you buy struts and shocks and stuff. This is what I'm doing for you. I don't need a discount and a deal. Don't look at, well, you my homeboy. I ain't charging you. No, fuck that. Here's some money. Don't do me like that. Even Eric, every time Eric picked me up, man, I give him money every time. I'm like, girl, it's not about us being homeboys. We cool, but I need to support you for the opportunity cost of you picking me up. Here's some cash. Man, don't be giving me no money, man. Nope. This is how we take care of each other, man. We don't do like that. So it's getting real quiet around here in Orlando and Disney. The airport Venezuelans are hiding. Disney lets out at 1 a.m. tonight. It's going to be a great night. Oh, man, I hope it's all conversions. I hope you get all conversions. And I hope riders out there realize that we as drivers, we're just trying to protect our economy. We're trying to protect our communities. We're trying to keep tech from ripping everybody off every time there's an event. Like I said, we got a huge bowl game here. That money should be Arizona money. When Arizona hosts a bowl, that money should be Arizona money for the state of Arizona, the city of Glendale. That's what the money should be for. Instead, big tech says, hey guys, book a ride with us and we'll find you a driver. We'll charge you $100 and we'll pay the driver $33. So where'd the other $67 go? Out of the state. It ain't in Arizona. That other $67 is gone. It's not in Arizona. So when we host events, New Year's events, music events, games, we need to get riders to understand if you paying through the app, you are not supporting the economy that's hosting that event. You're giving the money to somebody sitting in Barbados somewhere, somebody sitting in the Caracas Island somewhere. I don't know, but it ain't supporting who's hosting that event. Arizona hosts these events. Arizona needs this money. If Denver hosts an event, Denver needs that money. Tampa hosts an event, Tampa needs that money. New York hosts an event, New York needs that money. Uber and Lyft is taking money out of all of these places that are hosting these events and leaving people with nothing. That's not cool. I don't like that. I don't like that. So it's like, man, surge is expected to be $25 and $35. The surge is going to be high. But even higher than the surge is you talking directly to a client. Like I said, even people that get surges don't make the amounts I make. They get surges, but I'm still making way more than them. They be like, oh yeah, man, I got a $20 surge. I'm like, dude, I got $130. $130 to go from Sky Harbor to Santana, $130. The app pays $30 for those rides. The app pays $30. Now the rider is paying about $100 for that ride. I charge $130 because I'm a bigger vehicle. I charge $130. Load everybody in, all their luggage in, everything like that. And they're okay with the $130 because they're gonna pay $100 for a basic car, but the app is gonna pay that driver $30 out of that $100. That's how it is. All right, Big Trey. Hey, Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year. How is it so easy to convert a ride? Even when I drive Uber X, I drive a Jeep and I drive another car, and those are my Uber X vehicles, and I convert in those too. It's easy to convert a ride when you let people know that the value that they're paying this app for this ride is not for a ride. It's all taxes and fees. That's all it is. When they pay $80 for a ride, the ride is only like $30, $35. That's it. They're charging us, the driver, to use their platform. They're taxing us about 110% tax rate. Nobody pays, even rich people don't pay 110% tax rate. You're taxing us at 110%. If you tell me to use our platform, Jeff, these are all the fees. Those ain't fees. Those are taxes. You're going to get $30 though, Jeff. And out of the 30, we're going to charge the driver 60. That's 100% tax rate. Even rich people don't pay 100% tax rate. You're taxing me and trying to call it fees. It's not fees. And once riders understand that, they go, you know what? You right. Ain't nobody paying no 100% tax rate. I tell you what, man, I give you 45 for this ride. See, you was going to make 25, 30. Now you're making 45, 50. All because you communicated with, they don't know that when they pay the app, we're not getting that. They don't know that. Even the shareholders right now are saying, what are you guys doing with these gross bookings? We want to see a breakdown. Are you guys charging riders? Where's this money going to? So we got to let people know we're not out here to rip off our communities. We're here to save our communities. And if they don't want to help us save the community, they can be mad when they're stuck with nothing except tech, fees, barriers of entry, barriers of transportation. They gonna get stuck with that because they ain't helping us out. What up, King Will? Oh yeah, I hope everybody convert everything tonight, man. I hope people out there do it, man. So what do you do when a pastor says no? Oh, you must be new to the channel. I got over 1,000 videos on that channel answering that question you just said. Well, what do I do when a pastor says no? I even got a song. When a pastor says no, you know what I say? Get the fuck out. My car. It's my car. It's my car. You ain't gotta, if you don't want to pay me what I feel is valuable for a ride, I'm an independent contractor, not an employee. If you don't want to pay me, cool. I'll cancel. Another driver is on the way. But I want to ride in your car. Not for that price. You're not riding in my car because you just paid the apps $100. I'm getting 41 and they want me to go 60 miles for $41. I'll take the 100 and I'll get you there for the 100, but I'm not doing it for 41. Then why'd you take the ride? To see if you wanted to help yourself and help me out. And if you don't want to help me, I'm not helping you. Cancel, drive off. I'm good. Everybody wins. I don't end up with a shit ride. You end up getting the ride you want. You pay the money you want. The pigeon that picks up the ride gets the pigeon pay they want. Everybody wins when I cancel. Everybody wins. There is no loser when I cancel. When I cancel, everybody's happy. I don't got to take that shit ride. You're going to get the ride you want. A pigeon's going to come along and pick the ride up. You got 3 winners. Uber's happy. You happy. Everybody's happy. Even I'm happy. Canceling makes everybody happy. Not canceling is when I'm going to drive around aggravated. Because I'm getting $41. I got a flat tire. I can't afford to fix my shit. I can't pay the note on this truck. I can't pay the insurance. I'm gonna miss, my mortgage. I can't put food in the refrigerator. I'm mad when I take shit rides. When I cancel, I'm happy. Canceling makes everybody happy because it keeps the game true. It keeps it real. And you have 100% right to cancel if you want to. You can cancel, you can decline, or you do whatever you want to. Yep, only take advantage of bonuses and conversions. Yep. And tonight these apps are going to do something screwy. I mean, last year I didn't drive New Year's. I actually did a live stream last New Year's, but this year, because I got private clients, I don't know, I might in between clients, if there's no money jumping. But like I said, we got New Year's Eve, we've got, the Boise State Penn game, we've got, the big event, the big concert, plus all these clubs. So I may not even have time to do a live stream tonight. I may not have time, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I tell you that much. But yeah, get the fuck out my car. I know. So who knew cancel culture was our thing? Exactly. If it's not making money, cut it. Oh, and it's funny. So I woke up this morning. So yesterday I did a video I did, because I'm on TikTok and YouTube. So I did a video yesterday and I put it on TikTok, and I put the video out. I drove around. I did my stuff, everything I wanted to do. Took my clients. I did everything I had to do. I woke up now I went to sleep last night. The video was okay. It was doing okay. I was like, okay, that video's kind of doing okay. I think it had like 7,000 views on TikTok, 7,000 views. I was like, oh, it's doing okay. It's got 7,000 views on TikTok. That's pretty cool. I woke up this morning to text message saying, hey, Jeff, you're going viral on X. What? Yeah, you're going viral on X right now. That video right now that had 7,000 views when I went to sleep, 7,000 views when I went to sleep, it's at 490,000 views, almost 500,000 views. I was like, what the fuck just happened? It had 7,000 views before I went to sleep. And I was just driving my clients around enjoying my day. I'm looking at the video right now, 490,300 views. And it's got 70,000 likes. 70,000 likes on it, 6,907 comments on it right now, 3,414 shares, 3,414 shares, 3,004. It had 7,000 views when I fell asleep. It's this video. Wait a minute. Let me do like this. It's a video where Missouri Valley State is this video. It's the video where Missouri Valley State was invited. They were invited to play at the White House. And I'm like, there's a lot of haters out there saying, oh, they shouldn't go play because of Trump, and they shouldn't play, and they should boycott, and we should boycott Missouri Valley State. And mainly it was just black people saying it. It was no white folks saying that. It's just a bunch of black people hating on this HBCU. On X is the same as this channel. Everything is Mic Drop Barbecue. Everything across the board is Mic Drop Barbecue. So if you just search for Mic Drop Barbecue, you'll find me wherever. You'll find me somewhere. But yeah, and I was like, I went to sleep. It had 7,000 views, probably 1,800 likes, maybe. I don't know, 1,800 likes, maybe 1,000 comments. I don't know. I woke up this morning, it went from 7,000 views to 490,000 views. 490,000 views, 70,000 likes. From 1,000 likes to 70,000 likes. Went from like 1,000 comments to almost 7,000 comments. I mean, and I just went to sleep. I did not know what I said was so impactful. I knew what I said was kind of important because everybody knows when I was, young. I mean, I went to college for sports, and I talked about that in the video. We're not always about sports. Just because we're black, we don't have to play sports. We could play instruments. So I went and I played sports, Wait a minute. Let me go look in here. Yeah, and I played sports. So, nothing was wrong with that. But I also played a saxophone in the 7th grade. And I stopped playing a saxophone because my mom was renting it at Westside High School in Memphis, Tennessee. She was renting a saxophone from Westside High School, and we couldn't afford the rental. So I had to stop playing a saxophone. Even the music teacher was like, this guy got a musical ear. He's never played an instrument before. My mom was like, no. He was like, he should rent an instrument because he's really good. So I was playing a saxophone for about a semester, and everybody loved it. They was like, dude, you could really play a saxophone. It's funny. Because my son in the 5th grade, when we were here in Arizona, I let him choose the instrument he wanted to play. Because I said, well, just choose whatever instrument you want to play, because you got to play in a band. They made it a curriculum. So he went and he grabbed a saxophone. I didn't tell him what instrument to grab. I didn't tell my son what instrument. He just went and he got a saxophone. And as you can see, the dog's in the background. The dog is listening to him play the saxophone with his hand on his arm. That's funny. The dog is laying on his arm listening to him play the saxophone. So we got 2 sax players in our family. And I didn't, want to do band or anything like that in college, but I always did music. You guys know I do music on this channel. I have fun. I love music. I think it's a great artistic ability. It's a talent that a lot of people have that some people don't have, especially playing instruments. So when these kids got invited, to play at the White House, I thought this is a world stage. It's like, dude, these kids been playing instruments since they was like our age, third grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, and they're in college now with an opportunity to be seen by billions of people. Billions. James Reese is on TikTok. It's not on X. People said I went viral on X, but I don't really do X. I was on TikTok. That video is a TikTok video. It's not an X video. That's why I said that in the beginning. I was on TikTok. I said I put a video on TikTok, and people said, dude, you're going viral on X. I don't even do X. I have an X account, but I don't do anything on it really. So TikTok is where the video is. I didn't even put it on my YouTube channel. People say, dude, why don't you put that video on your YouTube channel? Sometimes you got to keep the energy where it's at. Keep the energy where it's at. I know TikTok, people get paid. I don't even get paid. I got a couple of videos on there that had like 500,000 views. My TikTok does better than my YouTube, actually. I got about 16,000 people on TikTok and 12,000 on YouTube, and I do more on YouTube than TikTok. But TikTok, I don't know how to monetize it. They say I'm monetized, but I don't know what it means. For all I know, it could be money sitting in TikTok and I not even know it because I don't understand it. But they say, hey, welcome, you're monetized. And they show me his shit. They got me all these ads and everything like that. I just post videos on TikTok and I get back on YouTube and do my thing. So whatever, if there's money on my TikTok account, I don't even know it. TikTok is like, man, this dude hasn't cashed out yet. What's the name of the new phone? This is a Samsung S24 FE. So it's the Samsung 24S FE, something like that, S24 FE. And I still got the A32 and the A15. I just don't use those. I use the S24. But it's just like, I like this. And it was not that hard for me to learn how to use this phone. I don't like it because it don't have headphone jacks. My A15 is the lowest model phone of the Samsung family, the A15. But the A15 has a headphone jack. So the A15 is when you guys see all the music videos on my channel, I do that with the Samsung I do it with the cheapest phone I got because all these upgraded phones can't do what the cheapest phone can do. So my cheap phone stays on 100% charge. I use it for only music stuff. I use it on TikTok. I use it for fun things. And all these other phones are business machines because they can't do the cheap shit that I need done. It was like, man. So, man, like I said, I hope you guys are out there having a great time and doing something amazing this New Year's Eve. I've got about 2.5 hours before my client starts, which means I'm going to have to do this live stream for about another hour. Go out, clean my truck inside and out, make sure there's nothing left over from last time I didn't drop a phone or something in between the seats, check everything out. And then I'll be ready to go out and make some money tonight. But if you guys are thinking that the apps are going to pay you, the stocks are down. Let me take a look at the stocks real quick. I'm going to see something real quick. Uber stock. Ooh, yeah, they're down today. Let me open this screen up for you. Yeah, TikTok ops the CCP. Who knows, man? Who knows? All this shit's controlled by the same computer. Okay, so this right here is where Uber is right now. They're down on the day almost 50 cents per share. They almost down 50 cents per share on the day. 0.44 cent. Now remember, Uber has 2 billion shares outstanding. So if they got 2 billion shares outstanding and you're down almost 50 cents a share, that's a $1 billion day. You lost $1 billion today. To lose $1 a day on 2 billion shares, to lose 50 cents a share on 2 billion shares, you're down $1 billion that day. This is costing them $1 billion a day. Imagine if you spent $1 billion a day of value, just $1 billion a day of value, you'd eventually run out of money. You go out of business. Oh, the last live of the year? No, that's why I put a question mark on the last one. See, the last one I put last live stream of the year with a question mark. That meant I wasn't sure. If I put an exclamation point, that means I'm sure and I ain't doing it. I always look at my titles of my videos because I use punctuation very well. I was the runner-up in a spelling bee in the 6th grade. I'm great with punctuation. Punctuation tells the whole story. If you got an exclamation point, it means you're making a statement. A question mark, you're not so sure. So I put a question mark on the title of my last live stream because I wasn't sure. This one, I believe it's got an exclamation point. This one has an exclamation point. Look at the December the 26th one that I did the other day. I guarantee there's a question mark on it because I wasn't sure. Punctuation is critical to grammar. A lot of people don't know how to use it. I use the shit out of some punctuation. I use colons, semicolons, commas, periods, exclamation. Then I use parentheses, motherfucker. I use quotation marks. I'm a punctuation guru. I love that shit. So when you see me doing in my titles, when you see punctuation, understand what that means. That's what it means. So yeah, Uber is down almost 50 cents a share today. So that's $1 billion. They're down $1 billion. Let's look at Lyft, Lyft. Lyft is down 15 cents a share today, 15 cents. Now, remember when I said earlier this year in my live streams, I said Lyft is a $12 a share company. I said that in my live streams. If you go back in my live, even on my videos, I said Lyft is a $12 a share company. They got down to $8.90. They went up to $17. They were high as $17. Like, let's go here. Here, they were way up here, 16, 17, 17. And I said, they're a $12 a share company. I said that. And I logged that shit for a reason. They're almost at $12 a share. They were up to $17, almost $18 a share. They're all the way down to $12.90 because I said they're a $12 a share company. So if I say they're a $12 a share company, there must be something that I know. We're drivers. A lot of us know about these apps that investors don't know, that shareholders don't know, that even corporate people, because we're in the streets. We know the value of these apps are not what people say they are. We can convert rides all day. We have private clients all day. We're getting on smaller apps, and the smaller apps are leaving the money here in our community. So with that being said, even when they were $17, $18, I said, this is a $12 a share company. Today is December the 31st. They're at $12.90. They dropped almost over $5. They dropped over $5. $5. That's $2 billion Lyft lost because they got 400 something million shares. So if they got 400 million shares, they lost $5 a share. That's $2 billion they dropped in the past month. $2 billion. And I said they were worth a $12 a share company. I told people I'm not psychic. I'm an accountant. I got a degree. We forecasted. When I worked for corporate America, I did financial statements. We did budgeting, forecasting. We looked at, probabilities. We looked at whether or not something was going to work out. If we put money in, if it was going to work out or not. If it wouldn't work out, we knew this is going to tank our financials because we're not going to make revenue back. We're not going to get a return. So I tell folks, pay attention to the drivers in this industry, because we know more than what these investors know. These investors are asking questions. Hey, Uber and Lyft, what's in this number? That's what the investors are asking right now. What's in this number? Ask a driver. We'll tell you. Well, 30 to 40% of that is probably going to pay me. The 60 to 70% they're going to take. That's what's in that number. They're going to claim about $5 or $6 as insurance. But $11 of that, they're going to say it's for marketing and adjustments or whatever. We'll tell them exactly what's in that number. What's up, Tracy? We'll tell them exactly what's in that number. Drivers know more than what people think we do, man. They know more than what they think we do. And you never see them interview a driver who's with it, who's understanding what's going on. I'm going to say Lyft outstanding shares. You see, outstanding shares. How many shares have they got? Where's these shares at? Okay, 414 million shares. That's what I said. They got about 400 million shares outstanding. So 414 million shares are outstanding. So 414 million shares, 15 cents a share. Let's say 10 cents a share. So if that's 414 million, they're down 10 cents in a day. They lost about $40 million in a day. Because if you have 400 million and you lose 10 cents a share, about 4 million maybe. I think it's 4 million. Yeah, I don't know. Because if you lose half of that, if you lose that 200 million, okay, 50%. Okay, they're down about $40 million, I think. I don't know. My math is kind of off right now because I'm looking at this 1.15 and this 0.15, and I'm like, how much are they now? Is it $40 million they lost today? Couldn't be 40 million. Couldn't be. Down 15%, 400 million shares. Let's try something. I got a calculator in here. CALC. Okay, let's go. 414, 123 times 0.15. So they're down. No, that can't be right. 414 million, 15% of that, 62 million. Oh, that's the number of shares. Okay, never mind. That's the number of shares. So that 62 million is not the number. Because I'm looking at, because this is 15% of the shares. So that's 62 million will be 15% of the shares out of 414 million. So, all right, I'll see what it is. It's not the same. Because 15% of, that's if the shares were worth $1 a share. If they were worth $1 a share, then it would be $62 million they tanked. But they're not worth $1 a share. They're worth $12.90 a share, which is crazy. That's crazy. Man, they're getting killed today, man. They're getting killed. I think year end, everybody knows. Everybody knows. What's up, Duado? Everybody knows, man. Everybody knows these apps are not making the type of money for these investors that they claim they are. So, yeah. One of those things, man. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. AR is 9%. That's what's up. So, yeah, so I'll probably run this live stream again for about another 30 minutes because, like I said, this is going to be a short one because I'm busy today, but I want to take a moment out just to chat with you guys. We got to get out and make some money today. I don't want to sit on a live stream all night and on New Year's Eve make $30 on a fucking live stream. That ain't happening to me. I'm good out and get my money tonight. So I wish I could hang with y'all all day and more time, but today is the day we need to go out, capitalize. We need to go out and make money. So it's not going to be a very lucrative day for me to sit on YouTube, but it's good for content. It's just not lucrative today, not for the type of environment we got going on. We're going to go out today. Everybody's going to make some good money. That's my goal. Everybody go out and make some good money. Because if you're not out there, you're not, putting your clients up. Get on Facebook, get on IG, get wherever you got to get and let people know you are driving tonight. If they need to book somebody, book me now. Oh, yeah. Say, watch out for the live glitch. Yep. That's why I'm going Cash App, Venmo. I'm doing everything straight up. Because like I said, I know I did some driving last night. And I don't know. I know I got some money inside of thing. Oh, yeah. So I still got this. So I got $170 in Venmo I got to download. So I got to get that. What's today? The 31st? Now let's transfer it. Let's get it. All right. So I'll take that money out of Venmo. Now let me go over to Cash App, see what I got in Cash App. Oh, I got like 40. Oh, I did an airport yesterday for $40. All right, cool. Let's get rid of that. Let's withdraw that. Yeah. Friday. I'll have it by Friday. Nope, that's not it. All right, take that out. So just downloaded that money. So I downloaded $210 from yesterday. Plus I got what? Square automatically sends me money. So that was the 210 from there. And Square sent me, I think, $70 yesterday. Yep, Square sent me $70 yesterday. So let me see. That's the 170. 40 makes 210. 280. So I did 280 yesterday in 3 rides, I believe. 280 in 3 rides. Yeah, not bad. But tonight I want to do better. Well, I got the ride out there and back. That'll be my $300 ride. But I know there's going to be other rides out there. And it's funny because last night I had Lyft on. So I had Lyft on last night. And this is funny. So they send me a $75 ride from downtown all the way south of the freeway. $75, the 202. $75. There was no way in hell I was doing that. It was about a 28-mile ride for like $75. So it wasn't even $3 a mile. Black SUV, but they're charging people $5, $6, $7 a mile, but they didn't even pay. So they're making almost $3, $4 a mile off of me. if I would have took that ride, and I'm not even making $3 a mile. So I declined to 75. Then they tried to give me $95 all the way to Fountain Hills, from downtown to Fountain Hills, $95. And that was about $30. Thank you, Darius. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you, my man. Much love and respect on that. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year. Thank you. So $95. And I was like, I'm not taking no $95 for no 30 something miles in that direction, like 38 miles in that direction. So I declined that one. That was the only 2 rides they sent me all night. They didn't send me so many rides. I fell asleep with my phone on. That's how you know they weren't sending me. I forgot Lyft was even on. And now when I open up my phone, it says view issues on the bottom. It says view issues. So you hit view issues. It says you're on a 6-hour break. You can go online Tuesday at 5:38 p.m. For every 12 hours of online time, you must take a 6-hour break from driving. I had this phone on for so long. I fell asleep and woke up this morning, and that's what my phone said. I was like, view issues. I'm like, what? Did I get deactivated again? Open my phone. Man, I fell asleep with this damn phone on. They didn't send me a ride for that long. They didn't send me a ride for over 12 hours on Lyft yesterday. They sent those first 2, 75 and 95, both trash rides. And I know people say, oh man, take that 95. I do 70 for half the distance of that 90. I do 70 for half the distance of that 90. That was 38 miles. I do 16 miles for $70. 16 miles for 70. So if I go 32 miles, I need at least 140. This is 38 for 90, like $95. I'm like, bro, y'all short about $40. So I was like, nah, I'm cool. I decline that shit. You got to hold your standards high. Because had I went 38 miles that way up to Fountain Hills, you got to remember, I had some people at the stadium. So that would have been 38 miles that way and probably about 70 miles to get back that way. I would have drove over 100 miles just to make $95 in a black SUV. I would have drove about 110 miles total there and then all the way to my clients just so I can get that $95 in a black SUV. That's less than $1 a mile, black SUV. So that's how I view it. I view not only the drive I'm taking, and I'm viewing, I got to get there, but I got other things to do, Lyft. I got shit to do. If you're not even making it $140, $150, just my base rate, that's my base rate. I'm not even looking at it. I'm not. People say, well, that's $95 for a ride, Jeff. That's $95. You do 10 of those a day. 10 of those a day is 380 miles. 380 miles. Not even at $3 a mile. Because at $3 a mile, that would be $1,100 something dollars. But yet, I'm only making $950. So I'm still shorting myself. All of that money, if I do it my way, 10 miles is going to pay me about $1,400, $1,500 if I do that 10 times a day. My way is $1,400 to $1,500. The Uber Lyft way is $950. So that's $500 to $600 I'm shorting myself by allowing this app to do me like that. So I'm like, nah, fuck that. Exactly, E-Love. That's what I'm saying. The dead miles too. That's where the $100 comes from. E-Love, you see what I'm saying? Because they're paying me $38 for 38 miles, $95. They're not counting the 38 I got to come back, and then the other 30 I got to go that way. That's over 100 miles of driving for $95. You got to count your dead miles. Know where you got to be. If that was 95 and I was living out in Fountain Hills, I'd take the 95 because that's my ride home. There are no dead miles involved. I pick the people up. I take the people to Fountain Hills. I drive down the street and I'm at home. But I don't live in Fountain Hills. You got to count the dead miles too. That's not good money. You drive 38 miles that way. That means you got to come 38 back. And then I turn around and go 30 in the opposite direction to pick my people up. So that's your 78 this way. Now 76, because you got 38. That's your 76. And then you got 30 to add to that. That's 106 miles. Just to make $95, less than $1 a mile driving black SUV if you don't count the dead miles too. You got to count your dead because this is real. This is real fuel. It's real time. So if you don't count that, that's on you. You're going to go, bro. Like if somebody right now, I'm sitting in Phoenix. Somebody right now can call me in Vegas. Hey, Jeff. Hey, man, I give you $100 to take me to work. My job is only 5 miles from my house. Remember, I'm in Phoenix. This person's in Vegas calling me, Jeff, I'm only 5 miles from work. I'll give you $100. You don't get 5. You got to count the 300 miles I got to drive from Phoenix to Arizona, from Phoenix to Vegas first. That's actual miles. So don't say, yeah, man, I'm gonna get $100 for 5 miles, man. Bro, paying me $100 to go 5 miles. You got to get to them. And then you got to turn around and come back. So you 300 miles out there, 300 miles back. So that's 600 miles you just drove to make $100. You got to count miles, man. There's not a lot of people out there. And people wonder why my truck stay parked. My shit stay parked. I don't move. Because if it don't make money, I'm not going to do it. So Lyft lost $144 million a day. Yeah, exactly. They lost a grip today. They lost a grip. $144 million. They're down 15% of what their shares are. 15%. They lost $144 million. That's a lot. That's a lot. There you go. Wear and tear on vehicles and parts are expensive. My front brake pads cost $80. We run ceramics. We run ceramic pads. And I tell people, if you don't have ceramic pads on your car, you run a semi-metallic, you're cleaning off your wheels nonstop. I clean my wheels once a day. No brake dust. When I run those cheap pads, when I buy something, you cleaning your wheels every other hour. As much as we hit brakes, you cleaning your wheel because your brakes looking like them Waymo cars. Waymo got black rims. You look at a Waymo, the rims are brown because they got cheap ass brakes on those Waymos. All the rims look brown, like dusty ass brown, and they got shiny black rims because Waymos are stopping all day and they got shitty cheap pads. Our pads cost a little money, but $80 for front pads is a lot cheaper than paying, $600-700 to get them done in the dealership. I'll pay the 80. I'll pay the 80 and be good. This is, man, Viva la Revolution. That's what I'm saying. What up, Daniel? What's good? What's good? We gonna get out there and get it, brother. We gonna get out there and get it. But yeah, man, it's like, hey, if we don't, capitalize on this last day of the year, this is it. This is your last shot because it's gonna be dry until Super Bowl. And we know how January is slow. If you ain't converting, January is gonna hurt you. January is gonna hurt you. This is the last bastion of getting money right here. This is it. This is your last stance for 2024. Go out, get your money. If you got to convert. Do not be scared. Because if you scared to convert, you're going to end up having a New Year's that look like a normal average every day. I mean, look on Christmas. I made $41 on Christmas. $41. I did one app route on Christmas. $41. You think the apps care if it's Christmas or not? They don't care. They're looking for pigeons. They're looking for pigeons. This is, man. Oh, yeah, Sha, I did it last night. We were talking about it in the group. So I did my clients for it last night, and now I got it tonight at 5. That's where I'm going tonight at 5:30. I got to go back out there. And then at the beginning of his live stream, you would hear me talk about when Sergio was out there with me last night at the big Speedway party and how he got private clients. I talked about it at the very beginning of his live stream. He just came in a little later. That's all. So, yeah, organic pads are worse. Yep, junkyard shit. What up, Rod? 10 years last week was the worst week. I made $297 the whole week, and all that money went for expenses. I'm in Austin. Oh, yeah. Because, see, Austin and Phoenix are kind of like the same because we have Waymos. And the markets that don't have Waymos don't understand. The short ride game that we preached about, short ride with Surge, that shit's getting washed out. Because everybody's taking these Waymos. Ooh, we got to go like 6 miles. Ooh, let's take a Waymo. 6 miles. Yeah. So they'll get a Waymo for like, $23, $24. When they get a driver for 6 miles, maybe about, 22. So they're going to pay $2 more for a Waymo. They get a Waymo for $2 more. Now, the reason why drivers decline these 6 mile rides, because they're trying to, pay us $6-7 to go 6-7 miles. But yet they're charging $22, $23. So I'm like, man, forget that. It's like, not paying. We'll just take a Waymo. Oh, yeah. So how did I miss it? I was out there at 9 p.m. and then, I got out there at 5:30. No, I did a pickup at 6:30. So I was out there about 7 and I came in through the back way. So I dropped my people off at 7 p.m. the back way. And then at 3 a.m., I was back out there with all them crazy cars and shit. And I was right at the entrance where the green cones and shit was, right across from all the big white buses. I was the only truck parked aiming, like running along the side of the green cones. Like everybody else was parking towards me. I was parked towards the green cones. So I was the only car like that. And because when my people come out, I want them to see me. So I hurry up and take a easy visible spot, and they go, oh shit, yeah. They get me. Uh-oh, Rod's new to the channel, y'all. He's new to the channel. Look at him. He's new to the channel. Look at what he said. Do you do private rides? He's new to the channel, y'all. It's like, man. Say, yay. Damn, I miss to have my private meet me across the street. Oh, yeah. I saw people doing that. That's what I'm going to do tonight with my people. I'm not going in that parking lot. I'm going to tell them, y'all need to walk down the street. I'll grip you from the side of the street. That's my play. Because I saw everybody doing that last night, and I was like, ooh, I'm stuck in this long ass turn lane, and everybody else is plucking their people off the side of the road. I was like, I need to do that. Well, I probably drove right past you. Because I was in the middle. Because after all the cones and shit, I got stuck, and I had to turn into the lot. And I saw everybody picking up all 8 people on the side of the road, and I didn't know that. So I went into the lot, and I'm like, so tonight, as I'm driving my people tonight, I'm gonna tell them, I'm gonna pick you guys up right there. Just walk out and come right there. I'm gonna pick you up right there. Yeah, y'all was smart, man. Everybody who did the side of the road pickups, y'all pick y'all people up and U-turn and got out of there. It was easy, man. It was easy. Says, welcome to the barbecue, Rod. I'm telling you, man, welcome. And so tonight, my people, like I said, I'm gonna do it how y'all did it last night. I learned how because that shit was crazy. It was crazy. They had cones, everything was blocked. Nobody can get in and get out. Yeah, I pick up my people at 5:30. So when I pick them up at 5:30, we should be out there a little bit after 6. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop them off, and I'm gonna go to the Quick Trip on Avondale, next to the car wash. I'm gonna go north. I'm gonna hit that Quick Trip at Avondale by the car wash. So you might see me there, because I'm gonna go there, wipe my car now, and get it ready to do some Glendale rides when that game lets out. And so I'll do some Glendale rides while the game's out. I'm gonna be on the west side of town for a while. And so you'll catch me, brother. You'll catch me out there. We'll be out there trying to make that money. So, did you see the video of a guy in the Waymo going around in circles in the parking lot? I didn't see that. That's funny. So Uber owes me a lot of money after 2 weeks. If I drive tonight, the amount they owe me will come down. So I'm really not making that much. It really isn't worth it. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Private rides is the only way. I do my best, man. I do my best to try to, show people exactly how my apps are. Because this is what I've made so far for the week on Lyft. And I'm doing okay. Because I download more money out of Cash App, Square, Venmo, cash in hand. I do more rides like that. So this can say 0 all it wants to say. That just means Lyft ain't eating my ass alive. I'm still on these streets eating. My people still text me and hit me up all the time. So I'm still eating. Let me make sure ain't nobody in there. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, let me see. Jamil, he's out there right now. Okay, cool. Oh, and also, feel free to let people know, pass it on to other drivers. There's something coming up. Let me look through here. We're going to do PAX. Everybody knows PAX is a proud sponsor of this channel, the Mic Drop Barbecue. PAX is going to have a barbecue. They're going to host the barbecue. Like, I'm just getting this text message from the directors right now. They're going to host a barbecue Sunday. This coming Sunday? Okay, this coming Sunday, the 5th. January the 5th. PAX is going to host a barbecue in Arizona, right here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to have the information of where this barbecue is going to be. It's a free barbecue. Just come and eat, hang out with everybody. It's going to be a 4 or 5 hour barbecue. I'm going to try to do a live stream from there too. So a 4 or 5 hour barbecue, come and go as you please. You can get clients, stop by, eat whatever you want to do, hang out with drivers, meet everybody from PAX, the investors and everybody else. We're going to start at about noon. We'll start it at noon and we'll probably run it right until it starts turning dark and getting a little chilly out. But one of the investors owns property out here, and he's going to allow us to use his property to barbecue on, like the parking lot and all of that stuff. He's going to allow us to use that property, and we're going to host the PAX barbecue because I'm getting all the messages right now. So I'm looking at it right now. They fuck with me all the time because they like, somebody says Sunday around noon is always good. Don't you think? Let's ask Jeff once he wakes up. He ate breakfast and he went back to sleep. LOL. Because they know me. I'll eat and be like, man, I'm gonna talk to you motherfuckers later. I'm gonna go in here and take me a nap. My dogs love it. When we eat good. The sun is up. It's nice and hot. I go lay my ass down. I'll take me an hour nap right after I finish eating breakfast. I'll wake up, cook breakfast, eat breakfast, be like, let me go take me about a 30-minute hour nap. I know they in the chat fucking with me in the chat. It's like Sunday around. Don't you think? Let's ask Jeff once he wakes up and eats breakfast and goes back to sleep. And somebody said, ha, 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 ha. I was like, yeah. I said, and then I text their ass back. I said, I'm just waking up now. You got 38 minutes before I go back to sleep. They want to fuck with me. I'll mess with them. They like, dude, you kill me with that shit. Oh, man. Let me see something. I'm gonna let them know I'm on a live stream now. All right, cool. So we'll see if Jamil and all these guys come in. Happy 420. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. A power nap. And people wonder, how do I have so much energy and how do I go? Why ain't I stressed out all the time? Bruh, a nap is the best thing you can do for the body. A nap is the best thing you can do. Set an alarm. You don't want to oversleep, because you oversleep and you get too deep, you get past that REM sleep. Don't allow yourself to get past REM sleep to get into deep sleep. Set an alarm. A power nap is all it is. You need 30, 45 minutes, an hour. It recharges your system. It gets your blood pumping right. You got oxygen going through your body better. Your brain's more clear. You're not yawning and shit because your brain's getting all the oxygen it needs. Them power naps work, man. It worked. Shit, even sometimes I set my alarm one time in the truck and I kicked back in the truck, took a nap, woke up, wiped the truck down. Shit, I was ready to drive then. All you need is 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Get them naps in, man. Say beware, some like SUVs that have nothing to do with car service. Yeah, in Arizona, hey, we are my truck looks like FBI. My truck is all blacked out. It looks like Secret Service. When I pull up, people be like, damn, dude, when you came pulling up, we was like, did we order a police car? My shit's all blacked out. I look like Secret Service pulling up. The only thing you can tell is not Secret Service is I got my shit on the side of my window. If I didn't have that, you'd think I was a cop. It's like, man, sometimes I let riders drive while I take a power nap in the backseat. Sonny is stupid. He just sometimes I just let the riders drive. I'm gonna take a power nap in the backseat. Hey man, wake me up when y'all get there. Motherfuckers be driving. They be like, do it. Can I add a stop? Motherfucker, you drive and do what you gotta do, man. I need to take me a nap. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. He says, I run and walk almost every day, gain about 5 pounds for driving rideshare the past 10 years. Still gonna try to lose some extra weight when it warms up. Oh yeah. And that's the thing. When I want to do it in 2025, like I said, I think I'm at a decent weight right now. I don't go to the weight room as much as I used to and do stuff like that. It's cool. But when you start going to the weight room and doing stuff like that, like me, if I go to the weight room in a month, I'm gonna look like I've been in the weight room for 2 years. My body like metabolizes too fast and I'll end up needing all these new clothes and I don't have money like that. Like all my shirts fit well, my pants fit well, everything fits good. Once you start working out, you got to have money to go get a whole new wardrobe for the new body size you got. And it's like, I ain't doing that shit. No, I'm cool. Yeah. So does everyone have Uber Quest tonight? Yeah. This has got to put some red and blue strobes on your truck. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got them on my Jeep already. Like people see my Jeep, I'll put them red strobes on that. I got police strobes on that Jeep. You hit it, people be like, damn. Like, hold up, man. The cops is behind us. Man, that's a damn Jeep. That's a Jeep. Man. 4.85 rider higher. Yeah. Like I said, and that's smart. 4.85 rider. What up, Steve? My brother. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, man. Yeah, if you gotta get if you're gonna do some riders tonight, 4.85 rider rating, 4.85 or higher. Cool. All right, send the video to Waymo and your Uber Jeep email. Cool. I'll look at that later on when I got time. I'm gonna do a short live stream today. I'll probably check videos tomorrow. I haven't looked at my email in the past couple of days. I know a lot of people email me all the time. You got to realize, man, I got private clients hitting me nonstop. I got 3 or 4 social media accounts. I got live stream. I create content. Plus, I got 4 dogs and 5 cars. And I wash all my cars. My cars don't sit in the yard looking dusty. So when you don't see me on the internet, I'm not an email. I'm washing my cars so my neighborhood don't look like shit. I get them all clean. They're all looking nice. And it just takes a quick wipe down. I'll spend an hour just wiping all my cars down, keep them looking clean, clean up all the shit in the backyard from the dogs. You don't want flies or shit in your... I'll be busy, man. I'll be busy. But I try to do it. Thank you, Adam B. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, but I do my best to keep up with social media, man. And then I still got to go out and pay for all this shit somehow. So I got to drive. I got to go out and make money, work. I got to strike up business deals. I got a lot of shit I got to do. So when I'm spending time with you guys on live streams, trust me when I tell you, it's not always time that I even have, but I'm willing to give it. I'm willing to give it. Because if it keeps us together as drivers, there's not a lot of industries that have their own rideshare channel. We're drivers with a driver's channel, a channel that's focused on driving. We don't focus on the apps and making the apps better and making the apps more amazing. No, we focus on making drivers better, on drivers more amazing. This is one of the only channels that do that. We got a couple, but like I said, this is one of the only, not the only, but one of the only channels that focuses on drivers, community, riders, helping everybody out. So I feel, honored sometimes that you guys sit with me and allow me to chat with you, allow me to give you some information, and you guys give me information back. We go back. What up, Merle, my man? So we go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? And there's not a lot of live streams out there that actually get involved with the chat. Go look, go watch some live streams, and you'll see people's live streams don't involve themselves with the chat. They don't. They will talk all day. The chat will be just doing whatever the chat does. This chat actually has people who have information, valuable information in certain cities, valuable things for the apps. I mean, even when E-Love jumps in and talk about, don't forget about dead miles. I mean, we check each other all the time. We check each other all the time because we want to make sure we're not, we're crossing our T's and we're dotting our I's every time we're out there making money. And we got drivers on this channel making sure everybody's on that level. Some drivers, I don't tell y'all my secrets of success. I ain't telling y'all my secret of success. We don't deal with drivers like that over here. And I know there's a lot of them still on this channel watching. That's cool. But the only way I become more successful is by being around successful people. If I withhold success from everybody else and everybody's losing, guess what? I'm hanging around a bunch of fucking losers. Eventually, I'm going to be a loser because I can't go to nobody else for success because nobody's successful. So what do? I kick back. I give successful tips out there. They give successful tips back, and we all help each other out. That's how you become in a success circle right there. Thank you, Billy, my brother. I appreciate the super chat, my man. Private Ride 225. That's what it's about, baby. What up, King James? Oh, yeah. This is the year of the private rides. And like I said, there's people complaining, and there's news media agencies, reporting on riders complaining now. So it's getting better. It's getting better. The word is getting out that the apps are using technology, using algorithms, using AI to rob our communities of the wealth, charging people $85, but only putting back $30 into our economy by paying the driver $30. Where'd the other $55 go? Oh, it's fees. It's taxes. It's how we hit you over the head. We charge somebody $80 and we only give you back $30. Okay, so you're taking $50 out of my community. If you do that 1 million times this year, you're taking $50 million out of my community. That ain't never coming back to my community. So private rides is the trick to protecting your community. Private rides is that trick that says, hey, listen, you can try to use tech to rip us all off, but we're hip to your game. And I'm talking to riders now. Riders are talking to me now. People are hitting me up now. Hey, man, is it cool if I bring like a couple of extra people with me? You going to charge me a little extra or something like that? We'll give you a little tip, man. We just got to go stop by and pick somebody up on the way. How far is it out of the way? Probably another 5 miles, maybe. Cool. No problem. This is how private riders are talking to us and dealing with us now, directly with us. And if you ain't sitting there showing people the ways of how to be more successful with our cars and our trucks and our time and our clients, we're making $14 an hour. Last night, somebody sent me a text message. They were doing Uber Eats. I'll show you this shit real quick. Hold up for a second. They were doing Uber Eats last night, and Uber Eats is not bad. It's not bad, but this is what they were paying. It was $29.53. $29.53 for 10 miles. So it's almost $3 a mile. You say, holy shit, almost $3 a mile. That's great, $3 a mile. But it was for 55 minutes. It was a double order. It was a stacked order. $29.53 for 10 miles, but it took them 1 hour, 55 minutes to go 10 miles total. 55 minutes. See, it'll take you 10 hours to make $290. 10 hours. And it takes me about 3 hours of my day to make that because of the way we set up private rides. So you could say Uber Eats is amazing because if I do 10 of these rides, guess what? I can make $290 and only went 100 miles. But it took you 10 hours, almost 11 hours to make almost $300, 11 hours, when we can do that in 2 or 3. And I can come get on a live stream with you guys. I can clean my cars. I can clean my yard up. Private rides buy you your life back. That's all they do. They just buy you your life back. Because once you give up a day, that day is gone. Once I sit on a 4-hour live stream, that 4 hours, I can't go back into the 4 hours and try to go out and make money over that 4 hours. Whatever money I lose sitting on live streams, that money's gone. Private clients could be picked. Conversions could be done. I could be missing all of this money sitting on these live streams. That time is gone. But when I do go out the house, I make sure I don't end up with $29 an hour. I mean, the miles are amazing. 10 miles, I would do $30 for 10 miles all day. But if you told me it's going to take me an hour of my time, I mean, I have to rethink that. I'm like, because I mean, shit, yesterday, an airport ride, I did what, 40 minutes? I mean, $40. I got $40. It maybe took me 15 minutes total. Man, I just picked somebody at the airport. I was already at home. Because I didn't have nothing to do because I had already dropped my people off. I just went up to the airport. It was like a 15, 20-minute ordeal for $40. So that's $120 an hour. $120 an hour of me doing that versus $30 an hour doing this. I mean, that's a $90 variance right there. $90 an hour variance in 10 hours. That's $900 in 10 hours. A $90 variance. If I told you I'm going to give you $90 for every hour of your life, you'd make $900. You'd be happy with that. What if I told you I'm going to take away $90 every hour of your life? I'm going to take away $90 every hour. Just every hour you send me $90 and I'm going to send you $30 back. It's not a good deal. It's not a good deal. And that's why when I run these live streams, I make sure I talk about riders. Because we need riders to understand who we are. We the 300. This is what we do. We're protecting our community. We're resisting technology. We're the resistance. We're using smaller apps. When PAX comes out, it's going to be super easy to schedule. My clients on PAX, this is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But this is the resistance when you stand up against tech and you say, I'm not going to protest with a poster board. I'm not going to protest with a bullhorn out front with a big ass, sign. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to protest by making you look at your financial statements every month and go, holy shit, we're going in a hole. What's going on? They're protesting. They're out here doing private rides. They're converting rides. Because if you look out your window of your corporate office and you see us with poster boards out there, you just sipping your coffee, eating your donuts, because as soon as we finish doing that, we're going to go out and take shit rides. You know that. You're like, well, they could protest for an hour. Who cares? Let them protest for an hour. Shit, they'll be out taking shit rides in a minute. We don't care about them. But when you look at those financial statements, you go, holy shit, bro, we just lost $14 million over the last 30 days. That's $14 million the communities have now. When Lyft uses $1 billion over 30, that's $1 billion that the communities retain now. That's how the resistance works. We don't work with poster boards. We don't work with bullhorns. We work with money because money talks. And when they sit and they see these financial statements going down, shareholders go, bruh, tell us what's in these numbers because something's not adding up. We're looking around, something's not adding up. Uh-oh. So that's what happens. That's my alarm. I always set my alarm 2 hours before every appointment because 2 hours gives me time to shower, clean my car, eat if I feel like eating, take care of what I got to take care of. I always set my alarm 2 hours before any appointment I got. So that lets me know, Jeff, you got 2 hours. And we've been on this live stream for an hour. But yes, I'm in the pigeon coop, so 300 tonight will be amenable to discipline. Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, with it being New Year's Eve, you should be able to double that number. New Year's Eve, I remember one year I pulled in $1,000 on New Year's Eve. And that was with light driving. That was app driving. $1,000 on New Year's Eve with just basic app driving. That's unheard of now. $1,000 on a holiday, just basic app driving. People will be lucky to make $300, $350 on these apps, $400 on these apps. We come from the era of driving on a holiday, easy driving, 8 to 10 hours, making $1,000, almost $100 an hour, because that's how the apps used to pay. And now you got engineers sitting around going, we're not going to pay people $200,000 a year, $100 an hour, wearing t-shirts, sweatpants, socks, driving around with busted ass bumpers and shit. We're not paying them that. So we clean ourselves up and we get private clients, and that's how we get it. And so we sit around. Yeah, people mad as fuck. Yeah. And we sit around knowing that these apps are seeing the financial statements. They see the revenue not being there because cumulative, once riders start figuring out the game, all my clients never take Uber or Lyft. Uber and Lyft has lost them. When they're in Phoenix, Uber and Lyft lost them. What I'm going to do now is I'm in 2025. I already got it planned already. In 2025, everybody who emails me, lets me know what city they're in. Email me. Let me know you can say it on this live stream. Hey, I'm in New York. Hey, I'm in Atlanta. I don't care. But when you email me and you let me know what city you're in and I have your phone number, I'm hitting up all my clients and saying, if you are flying to Atlanta, please text this driver. He's good with me. Hey, Janet, that's my homegirl. That's one of my clients too. What's up? What's up, Miss Janet? What's good? She's coming through Facebook. I'm glad to see you here, lady. Glad to see you here. It's like, cause your service is the best. I try, Miss Janet. I try. Because when I show up, I want everybody to feel comfortable and at ease. I don't like driving around with people and it feeling like weird and stuffy and like, oh my God, can I? It's like, nope. We got to drive right. We got to make it an enjoyable ride. But I want to let all my clients know this year in 2025, if you flying to Atlanta, here's 2 drivers' numbers. If you flying into Vegas, here's 2 drivers' numbers. This is what they drive. If you flying in North Carolina, here's a couple of drivers right here. You going to Florida? Hey, here's a couple of drivers. Because I want the 300 to expand. I love taking care of my people here in Phoenix. I love taking care of my people in Phoenix. But I'm going to need you guys to take care of my people in other places. You're going to have to. Because when they get there, I want these apps to realize how much money they're losing when they're dealing with a public out there who's saying, I want to get those people back. How do I get those people back? Sometimes it's not about the amount of money you spend. It's the destination of that dollar. And we know the destination of the dollars these tech apps are taking from us is not back into our communities. People love to pay us because they know the destination of that dollar is back into our community. It's around the corner at the taco stand. It's at the flower shop. It's buying cards and shit from this little store around the corner. It's buying tires from the tire shop right down the street. All that community, the destination of those dollars stay right here in Arizona. So when somebody gets their W-2 money, that W-2 money never leaves Arizona. They're going to eventually get it back because they're going to pay me. I'm going to pay somebody else. Those people are going to patronize that company. That dollar goes into a nice little triangle. It starts going into a circle after a while. The apps, when they take money out of the community, they ain't giving it back. And once riders realize that and they know that, that's where we start making a difference. That's where we really start making a difference. And there's not enough people out there, especially drivers, who are willing to stand up for each other and make a difference with each other. We fight for each other every day. Like early in the live stream, when we were out at the event last night, I saw 2 girls standing next to a car. I said this early in the live stream, and some of you guys missed the story. 2 girls standing next to a car, talking from the passenger side window, talking to the guy, this and that. They're trying to get a ride from this guy. He's probably already got a ride, but he's got taxi at the top of his light, at the top of his car. And they're just talking to him like trying to get a ride. And I said, hey, man, those are your girls right there. Those are your clients right there. That's your clients. And so he was like, who, them? I said, yeah, them 2 girls right there looking for a ride, man. Go get them. He was like, okay. He walked away from me that quick because he didn't want that opportunity to pass up. He turned around, walked away from me. He started talking to him, and you could see him negotiating. And I'm watching them from the window. They're negotiating. And they're kind of uncertain, kind of unsure for some, guy just to come walking up in a black jacket, talking about, hey, come get in my car with me. So I whip my big ass truck around and I pull up next to him. I said, hey, man, what's good? I said, hey, y'all, this is a great guy right here. I said, we always doing podcasts together and stuff like that. This dude, he's cool. I said, I gonna like him. I said, where'd you park at anyways, man? He said, I just parked right here, that red Lexus. I parked right there in the red Lexus. And once the girls saw that we were connected, they see my language on my truck, my signs on my truck showing that I'm a driver. I know this guy. We're going back and forth. Sergio and I are going back and forth. What did they do? They were like, okay, we'll ride with you. You seem safe. We'll ride. You know some people. We'll ride with you. And that's how you help other drivers out. When you see them struggling with a transaction, figure out, how can I help this transaction? Thank you, Roulette. Happy New Year. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Just like Jamil has done me like that before. I'm sitting downtown, sitting in my truck, kicking back, talking to him, talking to David, just doing. Some people are coming out, looking at their phone, Jamil said, hey, you guys need a ride? Yeah. Jeff, you got a ride? Because I got a private. You got a ride? I said, I don't got a ride. I said, where do they need to go? North Scottsdale? This is how we help each other out. Jamil didn't have to do that. He could have let those people walk right past. He could have just let them walk right past. But he was like, wait a minute. These people are looking at their phone. Like last night when I noticed those two girls crouching over into that passenger, they're talking to this guy, looking at their phone, they're this and that. And you can see the driver just kind of sitting there like he's not being too apprehensive, like he's there to pick somebody else up. And I was like, hold up, man. Them girls need a ride, dog. I said, look, these girls, I said, those are your girls right there, man. They need a ride. And he turned around, he was like, who, them? I said, yeah, man, they need a ride, bro. I said, go get them. He said, oh shit, okay. After I chatted, within maybe 5 minutes, I'm still waiting on my people to come out. I see that red Lexus drive right past me, and he's got the girls in the car, taking them where they got to go to. That's how quick we work. That's how we help each other out. That's what we do. Power to the people. Oh, yeah. So your body language said all, Captain. You're very good communicated. Man, I'm telling you, Merle, that's what I do, brother. Because we pay attention to what's going on around us. And I've told the story and I've showed the video on my channel before, seeing these guys sitting on the curb at Jack in the Box because the car that just pulled up, it was too many to get in. So they couldn't get in. So everybody else left and they were going to get there. They were sitting there about to get an Uber. Why would I sit there and let them get an Uber when I'm sitting in my truck right across the parking lot? So I walked up with my business card. You got to pay attention. Help people out. Be okay with helping people out. Because you know the app is going to charge them. It doesn't make a difference what the app is going to charge them. The difference is the destination of the app's money versus them paying us directly. We already know that app is not going to help anybody here in the educational system of Arizona. That app is not going to help anybody here into the welfare system of Arizona. Everybody out here knows if we keep the money in Arizona, Arizona does better off than giving our money to Silicon Valley, giving our money to shareholders sitting on yachts over in Ibiza somewhere. Arizona's not going to do well paying those people. Arizona does so much better when we find a way to keep that money here in Arizona. And that's why small apps need to make a stand. Drivers got to make a stand for that money. Janet said, let me drive for you. Janet, I got a couple of cars. I don't know. Don't ask me that. I got a couple of cars, but I'm going to put some cars on the road. You might be like, can I drive for you? Like, hey, here's some keys. See you tomorrow. And that's the thing, man. It's like, we got to sit there, take care of 300, optimize this Uber challenge. My bitch tonight. Exactly. I don't 2025 is going to be a different year. It's going to be a different year. So it's no telling it. Me and Jamil, we've already been looking at a few other trucks out there. We've been pricing other trucks because I got a few cars. It's cool. But there's a certain level of truck that I would probably put out there. And we're going to buy a truck. We're already going to have commercial insurance. We're going to have everything we want on it. All the person has to do is just pass a background check. And once you pass the background check, we're going to have 3 trucks. Not my personal truck. We're buying 3 other trucks. And with those 3 other trucks, we're going to expand the 300 black car service to people who actually don't have black cars, but they want to be in that service. And it's going to be a part of what we do. We're talking to the investors of PAX right now into doing something different. I'm not going to put out there what it is, but we're going to do something different, which is going to allow people even in other states to join what we're doing. It's a little different, man. It's a little different. But if you keep doing the same thing and end up with the same result, then you're not figuring out. So we're doing something different to get a different result. And I think thinking outside of the box, thinking outside of the lines, just like when Uber came into the game, they thought outside of the legal system. They thought outside of laws. They thought outside of the box. That's how they ended up taking over. They were thinking outside of the confines of law. We're still thinking within the confines of law, but we're thinking outside of the confines of ride share. We're thinking of ride service now. We're thinking of different ways that we can provide a service to the communities we live in all over the United States without letting tech take money out of these communities. Because it's too many communities can use that money. Drivers should be able to cycle that money back through the community because these apps are not cycling that money back through our community. Drivers need to be like, hey, you know what? I got an extra $300 because what I would love to do, and I've been, like I said, y'all heard me on video talk about giving my dogs a bath. I'm like, I'm going to give this, the Husky is a headache. She's a headache to give a bath to, a headache, because she's got a lot of fur. Plus I want to clip her fingernails. But I'm thinking, why am I doing this? There's somebody out there right now who's a small business owner who would give this dog a bath who would clip her toenails, do everything I want to do for a fair amount of money. All I got to do is go out into community, get money from driving, and pass that money to somebody who's willing to bathe my dog and give my dog like clipper. Why am I doing that? There's somebody out there who makes a living doing it, who loves to do it. I do it to save money. I need to stop thinking like that sometimes. And I need to start thinking about passing some income to other people. I need to start thinking about transferring some wealth to the people that do this stuff. I'm a mechanic. I can make money working on a car. I take that money and I give it to somebody who gives dogs baths. So, and they might cycle me through, say, hey, you know what, Jeff, you got 4 dogs. I'll do 1 dog a week for you. Perfect. Just work me to the schedule. Do 1 dog a week. Little dog, I could do little dog. I ain't worried about little dog, but the other 3 are nightmares. So if there's a way I can work on cars, get that money, pay people who actually do that, that's keeping my community vibrant. People are being paid for what they do. I don't have to sit around worried about who I need to save, 60, 70 bucks. No, think about saving your community. $60 can make the difference in somebody else's life. $60 might be all they need to get their certification that they've been looking for. Give her the $60, let her give the dog a bath. Now she's got the certification. She can now go from $60 to making $75. You just help this person go to the next level by investing into your own community, people in your community. So I haven't given my dog, I talked about it in the videos. I haven't given her a bath yet because I'm going to find somebody locally in my area that gives dogs baths. I'm not doing it. I need to pay somebody to do it because this economy needs to be passed around. And I'm not, you can't die with this money. So anything can happen to anybody any given day. Tomorrow's not promised. Have enough money to make it for the next, a while, a couple of years or whatever. That's cool. But don't be so scared to spend money that you forget that there's people in your community that could use the uplifting too. They could, hey, Jeff, man, like my man, Christian, he does detail. My client hit me up, Jeff, we need a car detailed because we're going to prep it for sale. I could say, well, I could detail it, man. I got some cleaning supplies. I detail my own cars all the time. I didn't say that. I got in the group. I hit Christian. I said, Christian, you detail cars, right? He says, yeah, I detail cars. I said, I got a job for you. It's my client needs a detail. I could have made the money. So Christian says, I'll do it for this much. And I said, price it like you would price a normal person. Like, don't think, oh man, I got to price this shit way dirt cheap. No, price it how you would normally price. So he came in with a fair price. I got to let these people know how much he's going to charge because I want him to have the job before they find somebody else. This is me passing money to people in my community that do this. I could do it myself, but why would I? Christian does it. He's got the equipment for it, the supplies for it, the tools for it, and the passion for it. Give it to Christian. This money is what Christian, he could probably pay his insurance for 2 or 3 months with the amount of money he's going to make. That's 2 or 3 months of insurance he's going to make just doing 1 car. That helps my community out. Sometimes, man, you got to just think about your community first. And there's too many people looking at how much money they got, how much money I got, how much money I can make, how much, you know what? There's all these people in all these houses around. I don't want nobody to move. I want everybody to stay where they are. So that means me helping you get a job or helping you pay for something so you can afford your power bills and light bills and not stress. I'll do that because you're a part of my community. We keep that money here in Arizona. And I want to do this to every state out there. We don't need big tech coming in, taking all this money out of our communities. And everybody's like, well, now I got to work 2 jobs now. No, you don't. You don't got to work 2 jobs. The community has to use smaller companies now. That's all. We just got to use smaller companies. We got to use independent drivers, independent contractors. We don't got to go to Uber and Lyft. We use smaller apps. We use independent drivers. We don't got to go to Uber and Lyft. I don't have to go to Walmart pet department to get my dog. I don't got to go to PetSmart to get my dog washed. No, there's somebody with a mobile dog wash service that can sit right in front of my house. They probably live in my neighborhood for all I know. I just got to find them. And once they come here, I'm like, hey, guess what? You can do my dog. Let me go in the house and get my dog. I'll walk her ass right out to that van. They'll strap her in. And by the time I go back and get my dog, she's done. And I didn't have to do it. I transferred money that somebody else. Thank you. Go get it. I appreciate that. Hey, that's $5 towards the dog bath, brother. Get that money tonight, 300, man. And that's what it is. Exactly, E-Love. You can't take it when you die. At least let somebody else use some of that money. Like I said, and I'm gonna actually, like I said, I'm gonna start collecting like that. I get 7% of that 5. So I get $3.50 out of that. YouTube takes some, I get some, which is totally cool. I get it. YouTube need to make money too, so we can do this platform thing. But I'm going to start saying, this is how much a dog bath is going to cost for this dog. Because she needs her nails clipped too. I've had this dog since 2020 and I've never got her nails clipped. I mean, her nails are like long, husky nails, and she likes to dig. So she's got like fucking eagle talons. So I need to get her I clipped once. When I first got her, I tried to clip. She don't like her. She pulls her feet back. So I'm like, okay, I'll get it done some other way. But this is what I got to do stuff, man. You got to take care of these dogs. Are like our kids. You got to take care of them. And there's somebody out there that does this for a living. And they're going to be blessed by the 300, blessed by the barbecue. That I didn't say, well, I'm going to save this money and put it in my pocket. Because like Elove said, you can't take it when you die. So take care of your life. Take care of your community. Do what we can do out here. And hopefully everybody out there, man, everybody out there listening to these live streams and understanding what we're saying realizes we're not doing this to be gaudy, to take money, to charge people. No, we're doing this because we're the last bastion. We're the last safeguard before tech takes over our communities. They're already trying it. All these Waymos and shit drop. They're already trying it. So we're the last stop. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So I need to put that out there for my puppy's vet bill. Oh yeah. I know, Jen. I feel so sorry about that. Yeah. Her dog got bit by another couple of dogs the other day. Walking her big German Shepherd. Another dog bit her dog. I'm like, and they punctured. It was puncture marks like around the dog's neck or something like that. Shit's crazy. And I'm like, you lucky I wasn't there, because whatever dogs are, and I love dogs. But them dogs would have been about 30 feet in the air. I would have rocketed them damn dogs right up in the air. And wherever they landed is just where they would have landed. They probably would have broke some shit on the way down, but I don't like dogs that attack other dogs. I don't like that. That shit's not cool. People need to know your dog attacks other dogs. If you don't keep it in the yard or keep it locked up, it's going to end up harmed. If not by a car hitting it or something like that, somebody's going to catch this dog attacking their dog, and that dog's not going to be alive much longer. So if you love your animals, just like if you love your family, keep them close. Don't just let them rip and run the street, because they attacked her dog and she had to go to the vet and everything. They had to put stitches in the dog. I know it. And that's why I'm like, there had to be a neighbor or somebody that can hear that, or at least see that. And somebody was probably with the goddamn phone recorded the whole time. Oh man, look at this dog attacking that other dog, and this girl can't even fight him off. They probably recording that shit for TikTok instead of going out there and helping the situation. And that dog got big ass puncture marks in his neck and shit. It's like, man, poor piece almost slung a guy's pit bull straight over the fence of a doggy park. Oh yeah. Oh man, I will launch a fucking dog. Trust me, I'll launch that motherfucker. I don't care. If you're attacking my dog, I feel for you, because I will grab you by your tail, your legs, something, and your ass will be flying 20, 30 feet in the air. However you land is how you land. You might break your leg, your neck. I don't give a shit at that point. Your back, you getting launched, and you probably gonna land on concrete or something. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you will land somewhere. But my main thing is to get you away from my dog. See, well, that's what I heard her yelling, and I went running. Other neighbors came out, and they just watched like stupid people do. They just watch. Wow. Yeah, I would have been out there. I would have been pissed. But that's just me, man. I love dogs, and I hate seeing dogs hurt. Like even videos. I don't watch videos of dogs fighting other dogs. I don't watch videos of animals eating other animals. I don't watch that shit, because it's life. I don't like to see fear in an animal's eyes. I just don't like that, because you can feel it. You can feel the fear, and you can see that the dogs are probably not knowing what's going on, and they trust us to take care of them, and they trust that their life is going to be good. So that fear. I don't like seeing fear in an animal's eyes. I just don't like that. It's something that I'm not that way. Yeah, choking a biting dog by the collar until it releases its best. Yeah, if they have a collar. If it has a collar. Yeah. And see, and that's the thing, Janet. That's why I say you got to get mace or bear spray. You got to get something to affect that dog's, comfort in trying to attack. You got to say, you're not going to be comfortably attacking my dog. You're not going to do that. You're going to feel something, man. Because I made the mistake of taking my dogs to a dog park. I understand I have 2 staff terriers and 2 kind of courses, and they're extreme cane corsos. Spend a lot of time and energy. I will not and did not that day. And the dog started getting rough. My dogs, I just yelled out the command, They just laid down no matter what to do. They just stayed there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing with cane corsos and dogs that big. Oh, yeah. The only dog I have that I really worry about is my border collie. That dog is very, very protective, and he can get super aggressive. Border collies attack bulls and shit. Border collies attack animals 10 times their size because they think they're bigger than what they really are. I worry about my other dogs are easy. What up, Jamil? So you're at the airport, man. Thank you, Big Orange Kev. My brother 300 is always drivers helping drivers, not just taking rides, but any way that you can. Jeff helps us in so many ways by keeping us all in the loop. That's it, Big Orange Kev. I appreciate you, brother. That's some of the April bath and nail money. Man, and that's what we do, Kev. You know, we do the best we can do to include everybody into this conglomerate. And we keep everybody off the bench. We don't make people ride the bench. We don't have a A team, a B team, a C team, a D team. Everybody's got to get in the game at different points. And if I see somebody not in the game and, I don't want people to lose their edge on converting rides and lose their edge on private rides, I got to keep people in folks' cars, man. Because I need you to feel good about driving, feel good about getting money in your hand, feel good about using Square. Get practice using Square. Get practice using it. And if you're not getting enough practice, I'll send you a couple of my clients. You'll get some practice using Square because I'll send you as one of my clients. Say, hey, this client uses Square. This client uses, because that's what happened with Jamil. Jamil, remember when I did not have Square, you said my client uses Square. You have to get Square. And I had Square a long time ago when I had my mechanic business. He pulled me back into the Square realm again. He pulled me off the bench, get Square. This is how we help each other out. We keep each other well practiced up. We keep each other in the mix of the now, how to use these apps, what apps to use, when to use them, how to pitch them, how to advertise them. And if you don't ever get in the game, you ain't going to know how to play when it comes to that pressure. You're going to know how to play on that championship. We got to keep everybody in the game. So if I see a driver not driving, I don't brag. You see a lot of these drivers out there, bro. Oh, yeah, I do more rides than you. I'm better than you. I make more money than you. You ain't nothing like me. I don't fuck with drivers like that. If I see you on the sideline and you ain't getting rides, I'm like, what's going on, man? Man, just not doing good. I said, you know what? Let me make some phone calls. What side of town you on? Let me make some phone calls. You can ask Tracy. I'll send her. I was at the dentist one day talking to my dentist. And my dentist was like, yeah, my son. I said, you know what? I got a girl, Tracy lives on it. Let me send Tracy some. So I'm at the dentist, in the dentist chair, laying back, sending Tracy phone numbers of my dentist's son because we need to keep everybody in the game. That's what I do. And she was like, okay, I'll call him. I'll text him. Cool, thanks. I'm getting dental work done, looking out for my team. Because if we don't all stay in the game and we don't all stay refreshed and recharged, because she might, even if she can or can't deal with that client, he might know somebody who can. I mean, you got to keep that network going. Keep your people playing in the game. Keep your people practice up. Because the one day you ain't well practiced, you ain't like me. I learned a lot by taking, drunk people every fucking where. I learned. When you take drunk people places, before you do your next ride, because I'm practice upped, before you do your next ride, open your back doors and tell me what you see. When you take people who are drinking and drunk, open your back doors and tell me what you see. You see a gum wrapper on the floor. You see a straw wrapper on the floor. You see a can of Truly in the back seat cushion. You see a red Solo cup empty on that side. You see a Scrunch water bottle in the cup holder behind you. When you take drunk people places and they're paying you good money, like I don't tell people clean up after yourself. I mean, you paying me good money, but I don't want to pick up my next passenger looking like I just dropped off a whole bunch of drunk people. I want my passenger to think he ain't picked up nobody else tonight. This car is immaculate. It's clean. It smells good. The music is right. Man, this car is immaculate. So I got to get people practice up on picking up people who are a little messy. And that's people who are drinking and going in and out of nightclubs and stuff like that. They can't walk in with alcohol. Leave it here. I got it. Just leave it there. Don't worry about it. Just leave your stuff in here. Don't worry about it. Because I'm going to cruise by Circle K and I'm going to clean my car out. I'm going to open my back door, act like I'm a passenger, and I'm going to look at what I see. What do I see? I see a Truly thing. I see, a wrapper's on the floor. There's a straw wrapper. There's a bubble gum wrapper. Here's that. Clean it out. Just clean it out because they paid you pretty well for that. Clean it out. And that's what I do with my team. I send them out there. What up, Greg? I send them out there. I try to get everything going, man. Try to get them out there. See, immaculate is the perfect word. And even my carpets, not carpets, my weather mats. I don't even want footprints on my weather mats. So what I do with my weather mats is I spray them down with whatever solution. I might have, seat cleaner in my hand. I might have window cleaner in my hand. I don't know. But I'm going to spray my mats down and get all the footprints off of everything. Once all the footprints come off, it looks immaculate. You open that door, all you see is light shining off of sources. You don't see light hitting footprints and dirt smudges and fingerprints and wrappers and cotton candy balls. You don't see none of that shit when you open my back doors. You open it, looks like you just bought this truck. Like, how long you had this truck? Oh, man, I've had it for a while. Even in my Jeep. People, man, what year is this Jeep? 2011, 258,000 miles on it. Bro, this Jeep look brand new. This Jeep looks brand like, bro, my Jeep is like a 2023. It ain't this damn clean. You gotta take care of your shit. Open them back doors up. What do you see? If you can see shit under your seats, vacuum under your seats. Don't see corn chips, motherfucking noodles and shit. You see, some breadcrumbs. If you can open your doors and see under your seats, vacuum under your seats. You should open it. You might stand 6 feet. Drop yourself down to 5'5". Look and see what you can see at 5'5", because you're going to pick up somebody that's 5'5". I'm driving an IGB. Put yourself at kid level. Drop down to 4 foot. What do you see? Oh, damn, it's something right here. It's like, something purple. Take that shit out. You can't always be, I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm going to look and see what I'm 6 feet. No, drop yourself down a little bit. What can you see up under the seats? I stay practice up. I clean out the back of my truck, because if somebody is going to put luggage in the back of my truck and they open my truck up, it looks like luggage ain't never been back there, because I clean everything. I vacuum everything. There's no strands of hair. There's no seat. There's no specks of dirt, no paper and shit, no wheels from other luggage. You can see wheel tracks. Clean all that shit up. Because when you open something up, you want people to think they're putting their clean shit into your clean car. You don't want them to have clean luggage and clean stuff and be like, I'm going to put it in the back of this dirty ass truck. You gotta stay clean, man. Stay clean. Yeah, McDonald's fries under the seats and shit. Exactly. Yep. And that's why you charge them 70 and end up with 100, because they love those little details. Right. Because it's the little things like that they say this person really takes pride in what they do. I've never rode in a car that's clean. I mean, this car's got, my Beamer, 115,000 miles on it. Look like it just came off the show floor. They're like, damn, man, this thing stay clean. I'm like, it should stay clean because I'm always cleaning it. I don't even let it get dusty. I don't even drive it. It's in my front yard clean. If I don't put a car cover over it, I'm cleaning it off, because I don't want nobody to drive by my house and be like, man, look at that dusty ass BMW. Nope. I'll wipe it down and not even drive. Just wipe it down just so it's clean, because that is everything. When people see on the side of my truck, ride service, they see my phone number and they see all these clean ass cars in my driveway. They go, either A, it's a lot of people live in that house, or it's one person that lives there and he takes care of all these fucking cars every day. It's either one of the two. So I'm going to sit there and this is what we do. We clean them all. They don't know if everybody's driving these cars every day or if one person is really that detailed and clean these cars every day. Because they say, well, I only see one person at that house. You can't tell me one person keep all them damn cars clean. It's like, man, how is 2024 compared to 2023? I don't know. That shit ain't even relevant in my mind. For real. It's not even relevant. I don't even think that far back. Because I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to do shit. I wasn't even driving certain vehicles in 2023 that I got now. So it's irrelevant to me. You level up. When you level up as much as we level up, you leave the past behind really fucking quick. You leave it behind quick. I just got this black truck a few months ago, and I'm doing better now than I ever have. So when you constantly leveling up, you can't compare apples to apples. It's always apples to oranges with me, because I'm always leveling up my game. I'm always on some other shit, always leveling up. So I can never say if 2023 was better than 2024, better than 2022, better than 2020. I can say what the apps are paying if it was better or not, and the apps are not paying that much. But me, shit, I'm doing better now than I ever has, because I'm learning the game. I'm learning the private ride game. I'm upping my vehicles. I'm keeping my shit up. This is what we do. When you level up, you ain't got to worry about how was 2023 to 2020. It don't make a fucking difference. It don't make because you got different shit in your driveway. You've leveled up. You went up a whole notch. 2023 is kid shit compared to what we doing now. Trust me. Oh, thank you, Glitch Dash. Thanks for always being a valuable informational resource to fellow drivers. Please have a happy new year. And I want people to be like that. Have in your mind, 2023 should not even be something you should even think about. You should be so excited about what's coming up. Be so excited about what you're doing right now. 2023, when I think of 2023, I think of the apps, not me. I think of how people ain't getting paid shit. So what do I keep doing? I keep leveling up. I keep moving up. I keep leveling up because the apps are the only thing I'm trying to get away from. And 2023, you didn't see me not driving Uber for 8 weeks straight. You didn't see that in 2023. I drove Uber every week in 2023. I haven't driven Uber for 8 weeks. 8 weeks. And I have more cars now that I can afford. And I don't even drive Uber. I don't even drive Lyft, but I can afford these cars. I got all these cars on my insurance. I got fucking notes and shit coming out the bank, and I'm still doing a whole lot better than what I was doing because I have leveled up. I have leveled up. I don't even drive on these fucking apps. I got whole weeks of zeros, and I'm doing better. So you can compare 2023 when you always going to a new level. I say, am I driving the apps now? No, must mean I'm doing better. Because if you still on that same shit you was on in 2023, you ain't doing something right. You're not doing something right. That's it, Mike. Thank you, brother. Puppy wash. Don't go a day without wiping your own ass down. When you have a good driver, the car shouldn't be any different. Real shit. If you don't go a day without bathing your ass, your car has a lot of asses on them back seats. They should be clean. Them floors should be clean. Your car's windows, fingerprints. You don't go a day without washing your ass. Don't go a day without washing your car. And on that note, it's 4 o'clock. I got to get out there and wipe these cars down because I got a 5:30. I have an hour and a half to get out here and to get it going. So we're gonna end this on Mikey's note, man. I appreciate that. Don't go a day without wiping your own ass. So don't go a day without wiping down your cars and everything. Stay on top of it. Keep it clean. Level up. Because my goal for all these private drivers out here, all these independent contractors, is to have private rides lined up. My goal is to make sure you can go a week without driving on the app so you don't miss a beat. You don't, oh man, I gotta stay on. If I don't drive 10, 12 hours a day on these apps, man, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna fucking make it. I gotta drive 10, 12 hours a day. Bro, I got zeros across my screen. We talk about multiple streams of income on this app. We talk about multiple streams of income on this channel. We talk about how to maximize the income you do make with the cars you got outside. We talk about how to save money through being resourceful, working on your own shit, helping others. We talk about a lot on this channel. And if you have not absorbed all this knowledge, and the most people get out of this channel or any channel out there is, well, what I'm going to do is turn on the app and make sure I can get surge. And y'all don't even hear me talk about Paw Patrol and shit like that no more because I've leveled up. I don't need Paw Patrol no more. I don't need a $5 surge. Fuck, I need a $5 surge on a $5 ride for when I'm getting $170 fucking square payments. I don't need a $5 surge on a $5 ride. That's $10. I'm getting $170. I'm getting $90. I'm getting $80. I'm getting $70. I don't need a $5. So you don't hear me talk about Paw Patrol no more. You got to level that shit up. You got to level up. You are the surge. If you haven't figured that much out yet, you are the surge. Don't let these people pay you to keep you in check because that's a paycheck. When they paying you $5 here, $3 more here, $2 more a ride, $1 more, you know you sound like? You know you sound like a fucking buzzard, a pigeon. I get $1 extra per ride. If you ain't paying me $7, $8, $9 extra per ride, it really ain't extra. It ain't extra. $3 per ride. I mean, I can get a tip for $5. So what do I need $3 extra for? If you give me my tips because of my service, I can get $5, $10 extra per ride. But when I'm not seeing no tips coming down through the pipe, guess what? I'm not driving on these apps. I'm not getting no tips. So instead of me going through the apps and praying and hoping that I can live on tips, I go straight to the rider. This is what I need to do this ride. Bet. What's your square? What's your cash app? That's how you make a difference. You don't hear me talk about Paw Patrol and shit like that no more. Oh yeah, speaking of surge, yeah, Uber going crazy right now in my area. Motherfuckers got no drivers. And this is the thing, Greg. The apps are putting out a lot of surge. Ask these riders, what are they paying? $100. What are you getting? A $10 surge on a $15 ride. So you getting 25 out of 100. It's surging like crazy. Riders paying 100, riders paying 80, riders paying 75. Drivers getting the same shit they always got. Don't let that surge fool you. All you got to do, exactly. I was just saying that surge is included on the riders, what they should pay. You got to talk to the rider. How much you pay for this? 85, bro. I'm getting $26 for this. Man, we paid 85 for this because it's surging. Well, guess what? You're in luck. I'm going to charge you 60. You're finna save $25 right off the bat. I'm charging you 60. Thank you so much, man. Hey, he's going to save us 25. Fuck it, just give him 80, man. Give him 80. He's a great guy like that. Give him 80. Man. This is traffic on the west, on the 10 going west, backed up. Come out of downtown, traffic on 17 was good. 51 was clear. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jeff, is the suit press yet? Because you got to go. Shit. Hey, I'm taking Southern because I'm going to pick my people up, and I'm going to either take Southern or Broadway as far as I can go. I'm not touching that 10 at all. We're going to take the streets, and we're going to cruise, and they're going to probably drink as we driving, but it's time to go out and get that money, y'all. Again, appreciate you guys for rocking me on this very short live stream, the very last one of the year. I will not do another live stream this year. So if you enjoyed this one and you rocked with me on this one, this is the last time we're speaking live in 2024. Mark that shit for the history books. Thank you, Janet, for coming over from Facebook, hanging out with us. We don't get a lot of people from Facebook over here. That's cool. That's cool. But I appreciate you coming into the chat and sitting down with us and hanging out with us, Mick Janet. I appreciate that. Jamil, hey, I'm gonna hit you up later. We're gonna be out at the stadium. We're gonna be in Glendale, and we're gonna be at the rave. So I'll hit you up, man. Oh yeah, I'm on my way out there right now. Let me go clean up this car. I'll chat with y'all later. Much love, much respect on everybody who super chatted me. Thank you so much. This money is gonna go towards getting my husky taken care of. She needs a good bath. I brush her every once in a while. She needs a good bath, a good brushing, and her toenails clipping. We're going to take care of this dog. I rescued this dog back in 2020. I rescued her. We're going to take care of this dog. And I've done the best I can do with her. She needs a little extra. Huskies are extra. She needs a little extra. Like, man. Oh, thank you, Michael Handy. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Happy New Year, Jeff. My wife and I are wining, dining, and reclining in the natty. Oh, yeah. There you go, baby. In the natty. Get it, brother. Get it. I appreciate that. So, Jeff, I made more money this year than the past 2 years. I leveled up. There you go, brother. There you go. There you go. So I'll be out, man. Say TikTok, laugh out loud. Yeah. I'll hit y'all up in a while, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mike, for the super chat. Like I said, you guys are really helping me. I pick up dogs off the bus stop. It costs me a lot of money to take care of these dogs when it comes to dog food, dog treats, maintenance care, time alone. So I appreciate it, man. These are like my kids. I'm like a single dad with 4 kids. And you guys are helping me out, and I appreciate that, man. We're gonna get this husky taking a bath, and I'm gonna probably make a video of her getting a bath and getting her nails done. She's gonna get pampered. She needs her nails are way too long to be husky. So, all right, man. Much love, much respect. I'm gonna chat with y'all next year. We got about 8 hours before next year. I'll fuck with y'all later.